Hi, in this video I want to show you a very easy and effective way to compress a bass track in a mix. And I will be doing this by using a relatively new plugin from Submission Audio called DoubleTap. So let's have a look and let's go. So I'm currently working on a new song for my band Wash, and this song is a bit different from our usual songs in that it is more acoustic. So it is not a full pop rock production with lots of tracks. Instead, we're trying to keep it as simple and as sparse as possible for this one. Now, usually the way I mix bass is quite elaborate with a lot of plugins and a lot of duplicated tracks, for example. But that seemed less appropriate for this song. If you do want to know how I usually do that for a full pop rock production though, I will link the video that I made on that at the end of this one, and I will also have a link in the description. But like I said, for this one I wanted to try a more simple approach. So I wanted to check out a relatively new plugin called DoubleTap by Submission Audio, which promises to be a one-stop shop for a good bass sound, specifically bass compression. So if we have a quick look at the website, DoubleTap looks like a guitar effects pedal, and the website states that it's a unique two-stage multi-band dynamics processor which is designed specifically to take your low end to the next level. It replaces all of your bass compressors in a simple, intuitive interface, whether real bass or synth bass, DoubleTap will get you world-class results in less than a minute. So it consists of two compressors, basically. On the left side you have the low comp, which is able to clamp down heavily on sub-lows through to the mid-bass frequencies with great transparency. And the all comp side of the compressor on the right is gentle and more a finishing type compressor, which should bring it all together. So let's try it out in my Cubase project for the new song. So this is the Cubase project of the new Wash song. It's called Always Yours. Most instrument tracks have been recorded. We have acoustic guitars on top in green. We have my acoustic guitar in slightly different green. We have some keyboard tracks. We have the bass guitar and we have the cajon. And we also have separate snare parts and kick parts of the cajon if necessary later. And some vocals will be added, of course. But to give you an impression of what it sounds like so far, including the bass. As you can hear, it's a fretless bass with quite a bit of gnarly fretboard buzz, which could use some tugging in by means of compression. So let's have a go with DoubleTap. Now so far the only thing on the bass track is my bridge channel, which basically increases the gain so that it is at a good level for further processing of plugins. Now we're going to put DoubleTap on there, make it a bit smaller. And the process for this is quite simple. You basically start by compressing the very low end until there's a healthy amount of compression where the gain reduction crosses just in the orange every now and then. Now you may notice that the sub-lows have increased compared to your original mix, and you can balance that again with this button over here. So let's first listen at the balance without the plugin and then rebalance with the plugin. Now the next part of using DoubleTap is by using the broadband compressor part, which is on the right side. And again, make it compress into the green LEDs, occasionally going into the orange, is what they advise over here. So let's have a look. So the volume button on the right side here is the overall level, and you can use that to compensate for the gain reduction that the compressor brings. Although I do believe there is auto gain on this compression, so you should not have to correct too much. So let's listen to this again in the track. Yeah, so I think it's a very, very quick way to get a nicely compressed bass sound, especially in this track where I don't want to overdo or overprocess too much. Now there are some other options in the plugin, Like for example, you can add some extra saturation. But I think since this is mostly an acoustic track, we can do without that. And there's also an EDM button, which alters some under the hood parameters to make the bass processing more suitable for electronic bass synths. Which this one isn't, of course, but I can try it nevertheless. Yeah, not really necessary on this track, I think. Yeah, so I think this bass processor works very well for this particular track. I have yet to try it on a more elaborate production, but I do like the whole simple concept of getting a bass sound. And I wonder if that's sufficient for a full pop rock production. If you like these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and ring the little bell icon so you know when I post another video. And the next video up here is how I mix a bass sound in a full pop rock production mix, at least up until now. So have a look at that, enjoy and see you soon.